Some people come and be like, Mexikosher. I thought it was like a joke or something funny. It's like, no, it's really, that's what it is. You don't have to eat pork or cheese in Mexico. It's just a misconception that everybody thought that Mexican can be kosher. And the funny thing is, like, they told me when I opened it, like, oh, you're gonna go out of business in 3 months, 6 years ago. Kosher pretty much means clean. We don't have pork, we don't have seafood, we don't have dairy. My meat comes from a kosher provider. Our sodas are kosher. I have a rabbi at my restaurant make sure everything is kosher. We do a lot of processed here that even real Mexican restaurants in LA don't do it. Like, we import our corn from either New Mexico or Oaxaca just to make sure we have the most authentic, the best tasting tortillas in the city, and we have it. Carnitas, I want to say it's quite simple. You can make a ham. No, you can't. Again, it's a misconception that can only be pork. So what we do, we take the brisket and then we cover it in duck fat. They go in the oven at 9 p.m. They don't come out till 11 a.m. the next day. I remember making this for my friends at home, and they're like, oh my God, these are amazing carnitas. Like, where you got them? It's like, I made them, they're kosher. It's like, oh my God, they're gonna close your restaurant, they find out you're putting pork. They're like, bro, it's not pork, it's actually beef. And then the burger came out, like, one night I made for the guys, like, some burgers, and some customer came and was like, hey, can I have one? I was like, sure. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the best burger I had it. And now we have a Wednesday night burger, then we have one on a Monday night, that's the one that's like my baby. For my hamburger, I have a little bit of brisket, some short rib, and a big piece of chalk, and then I make my own beef bacon. It's super important to make sure your meat is always super cold before you grind it. Now we go with a second grinding. I like big burgers, so I'll go probably like 6 ounces. This is sea salt from Mexico. I go quite heavy on the seasoning, so I want to create that super nice crust. I have a bakery next door, and I give them my recipe, and they do the bread for me. I like to brown my bread in the same fat as the burger is cooking. Again, extra flavor. Have some arugula, some olorosa. Lettuce, it's great, but it doesn't bring any flavor. I got some pickles that I make myself. I like to make my life difficult. I made some onion marmalade. I like when all my dishes have a balance between earthy, spicy, sweet, bitter, sour. And that's what a kosher burger looks like. I think kosher actually made me a better chef because you need to start finding ways of how to create food that it doesn't exist. How can I provide food for somebody who has never tasted pork? So for somebody who has never had a decent burger, it's not easy. But if you can make it, and if you can cook kosher, then everything else comes so much easier. So that's why all these competitions, I always do very well because I work very well under pressure and with a lot of limitations. My goal right now is to be the best Mexican chef, and down the road opening a more upscale Mexican restaurant, still kosher. For me, it's always a way of saying thank you to the people that helped me to be the best chef that I am right now, meaning the Jewish community of Los Angeles. So for me, the only way to pay back is give them food, serve them, do whatever they like. Because the only way that you can make somebody fall in love with you is through the stomach, and that's the main reason I was able to be so loved by the community here in LA.